Hello, this is Deb Bible from debbible.com, here with you today to give you a quick walkthrough of the new Jolly Phonics software called Jolly Classroom, which you will register for, redeem vouchers, and use your subscription-based service at jollyclassroom.com. So, let's get started. I'd like to start us here so that you can see there is a Jolly Classroom Help Center. It's right up here at support.jollyclassroom.com /HC/EN-GB. And here you can see all of the items that have been added to help you getting up and running. I'm going to just click on each one so you can see what's here. Here's your how to sign up documentation. Here's your how to redeem your voucher. Here is how to create a new class. And then frequently asked questions, how to start a lesson using the drawing tools, etc., etc., etc. So this is something you want to bookmark so that you can go here if after you've gotten everything up and running you have questions or need reminders. I will also put a link to all of these items, the onboarding FAQs, which I have put into a Google Drive folder, and they will be underneath of this video. Now here we are at jollyclassroom.com. You'll notice here it says try it for free. Again, if you have never used any of the Jolly software, then you will get one free month if you use the voucher provided here or in an email perhaps that you got from me or from the company. If you have version 4 of the installable software, you get 6 months free, and you should have received either an email from me or from the company in order to activate that and to get your whole school signed up. Once your free trial period ends, the cost will be $300 per year per school. That includes anyone in the school that is added into the school account. So it's unlimited add-ons. If you have new teachers or teachers switch, there's not an issue with that. You don't have to pay anything extra. It's just the $300 per year per site subscription. Again, Jolly Classroom is software for teachers only. It is not intended for use by students. That is the vision eventually, to include parts that will be accessible for students and provide diagnostic information, but that's going to be a year or two down the road. Now let's jump in. I'm going to log in with my email, and hopefully everything will get running. Here is what the new Jolly Phonics software looks like. Right here you can see I created a school named Deb Bible Elementary. I have one class, Mrs. Bible's one class. Again, if you read the instructions that are below this video, it will show you if you are the gatekeeper, and there does need to be one gatekeeper per school. And that gatekeeper will be the person who sets up the school account and then adds in all of the classrooms. And obviously you can go in and add more classrooms at any time. My understanding is that when you add a teacher, that teacher will get an email letting them know that they have been added to the subscription. So if you are going to be the gatekeeper, make sure you have every teacher's email before you get started, because you will need that to sign them up. All right, so I'm in my class. Here is step 1. And just like before, I'm going to click on a sound that I want to work on. I'm going to actually, since it has more options in it, get a little bit further down this first set of sounds. And I'm going to go to the sound. All right, you see here I have a download the resources. This is a worksheet you can use for homework. You can use in a center by putting it in a page protector and letting kids use dry erase markers, any way that you see fit. You will see here we've got a reminder of how to make the motion, the noisy airplane picture, handwriting practice. This is reading practice with the sound dots for children to do blending practice. And here you will have an activity where they have to find the picture that does not have the sound that you are currently teaching. Now let's start the lesson. Here is my flashcard review, just like before. Now you will see here you've got some tools. This is where your pencil, your marker, your eraser, your spotlight, they are now all up here. Okay? So I'm going to click and you're going to read. Let's review the sounds. And after they read it, you can hear it. Go up to the arrow. Here's the next one. Boys and girls, what's the sound? Just make sure you ask them to read the sound before you play the audio. Then back to the arrow. Next sound. Back to the audio. Read the sound. Back to the arrow. Good. Now let's go to the next activity. All right. Just like before, you remember how you had Icky Inky Mouse who gave you the teacher plan? Your teacher plan is now up here by the question mark. Here is your teaching plan. Okay? Now, this is listen and write is what they have renamed the dictation practice. So you play the sound. Everybody writes it on a whiteboard or in the air, and then you have a child come up, choose, and start to write. As you can see, the pencil is already chosen for you, so you don't have to pop up here, choose the pencil. It's right there. Okay? Now, if I want to erase it, I have to choose the eraser, and I can erase as big as I want. So I have to, just like I'm erasing a chalkboard. All right? So instead of going through all these, I'm just going to go to See All Activities. Now I've got the story page, and I can show the text so that we can actually find words in the text after we've heard the story that have our sound of the day, or I can hide the text. All right, let's listen a little.
It is Sunday afternoon, and Nicola has gone fishing with her grandfather. While Grandpa sets up his fishing rod, Nicola puts her net in the pond.
All righty, so there's the story. Then you can show the text as I mentioned. Go up to your tools if you want. Choose a pencil. Again, here's the color you want, the thickness you want. I'm just going to leave it the color that it is. And I'm looking for that sound. Ooh, I see one right here. Whoops, sorry. Let's choose our pencil. There we go. And let's choose that. And, ooh, whoops, sorry guys. Let's get the eraser. Let's erase that. All right, let's try that again. All right, and you have to leave the tools open while you're doing this, okay? Choose your pencil. Sunday. I see a Boys and girls, do you see it at the beginning, the middle, or the end? And this would be a great activity that you could do with students. Whoops, there we go, and there we go. All right, now I also do have, whoops, looks like I'm frozen here. Let's see, what's going on? There we go.
And places.
Okay, so I have to close the tools to get unfrozen. And I do also have the reset if I've written a lot on this page and I just want to do a clean reset without having to erase everything. All right, again, my teacher plan is up here with the question mark. Okay, and let's go to the next activity. Now, right here, it tells me, oh, now we're going to learn the action, which is something they've added. Airplane flying. So that should be very, very helpful. All right. What's next? Ooh, letter formation. Remember the magic pencil page? Here it is. Okay. Nice. All right. If I want to go, and then I can go on. And now it actually shows. And I have to actually draw it, and if I mess up, as you can see, it won't let me finish. So I have to find my way back I have to go back up or it won't let me finish and come all the way down. All right, next activity. Now, I love this activity. It's one of my favorites, all right? We're going to be reading words, all right? Now, here's what's really nice is I can either say, boys and girls, let's read the sounds and blend the word, ap, nap, or I can do the blending this way. And I'm going to put blending sound on, so watch what happens. But the kids have to read the whole word, nap, before I play the word.
Nap.
So remember, don't play the word first because you've just done all the thinking for the students. Make sure that they blend it first, then you play the word to see if they've blended it correctly. There are lots and lots of these, but we're not going to take the time to go through that. I'm going to turn this back off, and I'm going to go to my next activity, which is segmenting. All right, maybe I'm a new teacher. I don't know what to do. I go right here. It says touch the speaker to hear the word, say the sounds, holding up a finger for each one. Say the sounds again, and touch or drag the letters for the sounds into the box to make the word. So now you can have children writing at their whiteboards. Again, you don't want just the child up at the interactive board doing all the learning while everyone is just watching. You want everybody participating in some way. So let's see what word we're going to make.
Ant.
Ant. All right, let's play it again.
Ant.
Okay, ant. So I'm going to, let's say maybe I know the 3 letters, but I don't get them in the right order. It's not going to correct. You as the teacher, you're going to say, let's read that and see if it says ant. Ready? Atten. Atten. Does that say ant? No. How can we fix it? Take my T out, move my N over, and let's see. See, it turned green? When you get it correct, it will turn green. So that's how you know it is correct. And there are lots and lots of words here. All right? Now let's go to match the word to the picture. All right, here we go. What is this, boys and girls? Ant. What is this? This is a pen. This is a pan. You tell the children the words because they could come up with pot, they could come up with container, and then that will waste time in your lesson. So you tell them the names, and then they can come up and they can actually move the words to where they go. All right, let me move me and myself here. And actually, I want to take this one down because I want to get it. Oh, do you see how when it's incorrect, it won't stay? So this is really nice. They've built in the self-correction. All right, and if you want to see, go to the next activity. All right, let's read what this is. Ooh, look at the picture. Ask them what the word is. If you want to hear the word, touch the picture. All right, and then they have to drag the letters into the correct spot. What is this?
Ant.
Ant. Let's say, I'm not sure how to do the spelling. Tan? No. Do you hear how it gave you the sounds? So let's try that again. Do you see it turns green when it's correct? There you go. Very good. All right. And then you've got lots and lots of these words. Next activity. What is this? There's my anagram. All right, let's go to the next. Oh, was that my last picture? I thought we had one more. Let's go down and see if we do. There we go. Okay. Make sure you scroll down. Song is next. Up here is your sound button.
Hear the airplane, hear the airplane, hear the airplane, making lots of noise.
And the next activity is the downloadable worksheet. All righty. Now we're going to pop in for a minute just to step 2, which, as you know, if you've taught Jolly, steps 2 and 3 are organized by units. So I was playing around with Unit 1 the other day, so I'm going to just jump into Unit 2 so we can do that from the start. All right, here's Unit 2. Over here, you have each day a different set of daily practices if you want to use them. So right here, day 1, here's my flashcard. Again, have students read it before you play the sound. You have to go to the arrow. Oi.
Oi.
Next one, or.
Or.
And so on. I go to see all activities. Ooh, let's do some blending and segmenting. So I'm going to show the words just in one column at a time. And when I'm done with this column, I can hide them and I can go here. Now, if I were doing this, I would just do this first column maybe on Monday, and then I do the next column on Tuesday, because remember, a unit can take 1 to 2 weeks. Now we're going to switch to the next activity, which is blending and segmenting. So we start like this. There's the word, and I can do one word at a time. Again, let's go up here and see what the teacher plan says. Touch Show Words at the top of the left column to reveal the words in the list. And the hide the words, as we saw in the last one. Here, where you see the eyeballs, that means obviously that's how you're going to get the words to appear or disappear, okay? Kids might like the appearing, disappearing.
Hat.
And as you noticed, if I tap hat, you can actually have the children write the word, do a little extra dictation, then show the word. So again, if I click on the blank white box,
mob,
you hear the word again,
mob,
mob, and then have them write it, and then, sorry, my mouse is not behaving, click on it, and they can check their work. All right, let's go to all activities. Ooh, listen and write. All right, here we are, a little more dictation practice.
E.
All right, we're writing the 2 spellings we've learned for E, and when you see the pencil, that means they've already activated for you. So there's one spelling we learned. Here's another spelling we learned, and actually I would have had a third box because in step 2, this is the next spelling. EA may come in step 3, but if somebody says it and they can give a word like read, then I will accept it. Okay, again, up to the question mark if I'm not sure what to do. Okay? And then I close it up. All right. Let's see what sound this is.
Ah.
Ah. Everybody's going to be writing.
Ah.
Eh. Everybody's going to be writing. Okay, so now I'm popping out of day 1. Let me click the X. Or I can look at options also. You can practice all sounds, groups 1 to 3 or 4 to 7. Remember, this is the way it was in the old software. And I recommend especially for 1st and 2nd grade, you concentrate on these because this is where all your long vowels and digraphs are. All right, so I'm going to click the X here. And I can save my progress, so as a teacher I know where I stopped, which is awesome, or I can say don't save. Now I want to go back, and I want to get back into step 2. I was playing in unit 5. Now over here on the left, again, you see that was just day 1 daily practice. Now if you don't want to do all of those activities, try to at least do 1 column of reading and at least a few words that they are writing. Up here, I forgot to show you, here's your resources. You have lots of options here. You've got some handwriting practice, tricky word practice, and then a practice with the short vowels, which is the focus of Unit 2. All right, now, alternatives is where the meat of the lesson is. So let's go here. And again, this is the vowel hand. You can go up to the question mark to find out what to do, but let's play and hear what it says.
Short vowels that we use. A vowel is in every word, every word, every word. A vowel is in every word that we read or write.
Okay, So you see if I click on the thumbs, you can hear the different short vowels. All right, let's go to the next activity. Blending. All right, so do I want to have them hear the word first or try to read it first? I want them reading it first. So I'm going to put blending sound on so they can hear the sounds as they blend. Ready? Let's read the words, boys and girls.
J. M.
Sorry.
E.
Okay, now that doesn't work so well for me as a teacher with the long words, so I might just leave those off and have the kids read the sounds like this. J, p. Jump. Oh, and then what do we have at the end, boys and girls? Ings. Let's read the whole word. Ready? Jumping. And with the longer words, you notice I'm chunking it into syllables. All right, now let's see if we got the word right.
Jumping.
Yes, we did. All right, and they have lots and lots of words. Let's go to the next activity, short vowel search. Ooh, I don't know what to do. I'm going to go up here to my teacher tool. Okay. All right, so here, we need to find the vowel. There it is. So I'm just matching. Oh, and if they choose the wrong one, nothing happens. All right, next activity, jigsaws. So I've got to find the pictures that match. Now again, you need to tell the children the names of the pictures. And the nice thing is that they do, actually, let me see if I can pull it up. They do actually have in here for you the names of all of these pictures. I just can't get to it here on the video, but it would be in your teacher plan. All right, next activity is the worksheet. All right, so we've done everything in the main part of the lesson. All right, so now I'm going to go back. I'm just going to go back through all of these because I want to get back to the beginning. And now I'm going to choose day 2. All right, let's look at all the activities. Again, I've got flashcards, blending. Again, they've set this up now to be much more consistent. So every day you're going to have sound review, blending practice. You're going to have dictation practice. Then you're going to go into the alternative spelling. So I want to get us back to the very beginning. So I'm going to click the X. I'm going to say don't save. And then I'm going to go back into step 2, unit 2. And that way you can see on one day I might be teaching the alternative spelling pattern, on another the handwriting, on another the tricky words, and on another words and sentences. All right, so if you want to take a quick look, here's the handwriting. Here's the how to form the sound. All right, and you can see that. Then we've got match and check for uppercase, lowercase. And then the worksheet that you can use if you want to. Okay? So let's go back. I don't want to save my progress, but I do want to go back into step 2. And now I want to see what the tricky word lesson looks like. Just like before, click on the flowers. These are all words they should know if you're using the Jolly list. If they don't know all of these because you're using a different tricky word list, then just use this as a preview and read the words to them and then have them spell the word with you and read it. The 2 yellow flowers are the brand new tricky words. And here's where you hear it.
Come. Come.
All right, and here is where you might have somebody come up and try to write it using the tools up here at the top. There's some. That's another one. All right. Look and find the tricky bit. I love that they added this. So when they look at the word come, you want to ask them, boys and girls, which parts of this word are tricky? Let's see. Come. Nope, that sounds not tricking us. Calm. Do I say please calm here? That could be a tricky. How about the Listen again.
Come.
Come. No, this one's okay and this one's okay. Do we say comma, please, comma here? I think it's the O and the E. Let's see if we're right. You can see the tricky bit, and there it is. But have the children try to find that, okay, before you do that for them. Here, you can actually see it ghosted so they can practice writing. And here is where you have somebody come up while other kids are writing it, and then they can check themselves. All right, so that was the tricky words. Let's get out. I'm not going to save that. I want to go back step 2. And again, remember, you're not doing all of this flipping around in a single day. It's laid out for you so that you have what you do. Here's your daily practice. After you've done your daily practice, you pop out. And then if this is your day to introduce the spelling, you do that here. Then the next day, you do day 2 review, then do the handwriting, or however you want to do it. You can actually do alternatives and then words and sentences and then tricky words. You don't have to do in this order, but you are going to be spending a week to 2 weeks, especially if it's one of those long vowel sounds where you're adding a few more spelling patterns. Step 3 is step 3 is set up the same way. So I'm hoping this has been a help to you. If you have any questions, remember you can go to the help page that we started at in the beginning, and I'm going to see if I can get you back to that help page. There it is. Jolly Classroom Help Center, support.jollyclassroom.com /HC/EN-GB, or you can contact me at info@debbible.com. Thanks so much and enjoy using this wonderful new resource.